It is time for new music from J. Cole. Port Antonio is the name of the song. I can't wait to hear it. You know our mission, spread mental health awareness to the world, J. Cole. Bring it to us without further ado. Here we go, Port Antonio. Yeah. Woo! Come on, J. Cole.
Young Jermaine walked the straight and narrow. Minimum wage jobs for the narrow, but still my mind was on the zeros. I fiend for the perks that was seen flipping.
I love that. That whole description right there is him being younger, basically not having much, walking the straight and narrow, like just walking, doing what you're supposed to do. Minimum wage jobs for some money. Just need a little dinero, gotta get a little money, but my eye was on the zeros. I was looking to eventually become something, have something, do something great in my life. I love that. I love that, y'all.
Young Jermaine walked the straight and narrow.
Yep.
Minimum wage jobs for the narrow, but still my mind was on the zeros. I fiend for the perks that was seen flipping birds. So we was skipping church, but my eyes was on the sparrows. Niggas flipping pies, spending thousands on apparel. Shit, I wanna shine too. I want dimes too. Jealous niggas wanna know just how my rhymes blew. Mono e mono, I'm Bono, I'm you times two. Now I'm bougie, I outgrew the fountain blue, but never forgot the spot where I developed my plot.
He's too hard for me to break down all the time, but mono a mono. Like man to man, right here. You, me, let's do this. People wonder, like, how do I do it? How do I make the rhymes that I do? Let me show you. Mono e mono. Me and you. I'm Bono. I'm you times two. I am you times two. Anything you do, I do double. But also Bono from U2. The most amazing group ever. They're phenomenal. Now I'm bougie. I done outgrew the fountain blue. I don't know what fountain blue is, but never forgot the spot where I developed my plot. Do not forget where you came from. And I don't think he has either, because last I saw him when he bowed out of the Drake and J. Cole stuff, Drake and Kendrick stuff, was... To me, it was character. To me, it was like, I'm going to stand up and do what I need to do so I'm right with myself and remember where I came from and have some humility.
She had an outgrew the fountain blue, but never forgot the spot where I developed my plot. To dwell at the top, the veil where all my skeletons locked. If I could do it all over, then I never would swap. I seen good, I seen bad, had my melanin mocked. I seen lifelong friends turn to devilish ops. I was Mike in red leather trying to tell him to stop. You better beat it for you see that heavy metal get popped. He was a mean ass wing with a hell of a shot. But if no team draft king, he gon' bet on the block. He wanna ball till he fall until the Federals knock and sit his ass on the bench for moving careless with rock. You can't relate unless your father was not around and your
You talking about Michael Jordan there with the red leather trying to tell him? It sounds like it. Better beat it before you see the heavy metal get popped. He was a mean wing with a hell of a... Unless it's somebody else, but he's definitely talking basketball.
His ass on the bench for moving careless with rock. You can't relate unless your father was not around and your mother went out and found someone else and then brought them around and they salaries then combined when they married and brought you out of that poverty. Then you moved to a soft little part of town so that when you back in the hood you feel awkward about it now. Then your confidence start to drown, but the rapping gave you some positive thoughts so you jot them down.
Boy, listen to that. And your mother went out and found someone else and then brought them around. Then their salaries combined. They both have jobs. They both make money. And that's what got you out. When they married, it got you out when they got together. Oh, got you out of the poverty. Then you moved to a soft little part of town, not the hard, brazen part of town. But then when you go back in the hood, you feel awkward and your confidence starts to drown. It's like, I'm not a part of this toughness. Something about being in the hood or being in a really rough place in life can harden you and make you tougher. And then when you get out and you get in a better place, you can get softer at times. I think it's what he's talking about. And you keep that edge when you stay in that rough part.
Out of town, so that when you back in the hood, you feel awkward about it now. Then your confidence start to drown, but the rapper gave you some positive thoughts, so you jot them down. You jot them down. Ride to it, 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 ride to it. Y'all niggas ain't stopping me. 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 Yeah. Benjamin Button, cold flows, reverse time. To find deliveries good as mine, you gotta search primes. I'm scaling heights higher than birds can perch, trying to be something, hoping that peace comes to my cursed mind.
You say anything where there with deliveries good as mine, you gotta search primes? Is that like Amazon Prime where they like get it here in like a day, all of a sudden it's here? If you're gonna find something as good as what I do, you're gonna have to search. Like, it is not around. There's one of a kind, and that's me. And he's so good at just saying who he is and having confidence in it.
Heights higher than birds can perch, trying to be something, hoping that peace comes to my cursed mind. One thing's for sure, that I've matured from my first rhyme. I learned long ago you can't please them all, and it hurts trying.
Yeah.
In this game where all you've got is your name, like dirt, I'm smirking at niggas trying to besmirch mine. Absurd times where the fake get told it is wise. I can see hating both of your eyes, but the third's blind. So you search lines, but you struggle, which explains the puzzled look on the dull faces the word finds. I hate when raps become but like do not disturb signs. Can't knock it if I see it's about to do. They instigate the fuckery because it's profitable. But singing stop the violence tunes with dudes in hospitals. I pulled the plug because I seen where that was about to go.
Ah, this must be it, where he's talking about when he backed out and said, Kendrick, Drake, do your thing. Y'all lay this stuff out because it's only going to leave blood and vomit and mess all over the floor, and I'm not going to be a part of it. They instigate the effery because it's profitable. Exactly. It's profitable, so they can get what they want out of it. It's all about money all the time anyway and power. But singing stop the violence tunes when dudes in hospitals. Isn't that something? We're going to instigate, we're going to get it worked up, but then we're going to say stop the violence when people are in hospital. Like, what? Wait, well, you just started all this. You did this. I pulled the plug because I've seen where that was about to go. This is the beginning of it. I've seen where it's about to go. I admire J. Cole. I respect J. Cole. I was one who immediately stood up and thought, man, what a guy. That was so good of him to just pull the plug and say, you know what, I'm out of this. I'm going to let them destroy each other. And I'm also not going to be a party to go in that really like low with somebody, even though I could.
The violence tunes with dudes in hospitals. I pulled the plug because I seen where that was about to go. They wanted blood, they wanted clicks to make their pockets grow. They see this fire in my pen and think I'm dodging smoke. I wouldn't have lost the battle dog, I would have lost the bro. I would have gained a foe. And all for what? Just to attain some old props from strangers that don't got a clue what I've been aiming for since the age of 14. Jermaine is no king if that...
I could have gained a lot of followers, could have got a lot of clicks, could have got a lot of money, but I would have lost a bro. I would have lost a friend. And I'm not about that. I don't want to do that. It's not worth it to me. I just want people to hear that. Know what your limits are. Know what your character is. Know what humility you have or don't. But if your character is about being sincere, kind, honest, respectful, then you're not going to go to that point. And he didn't. I appreciate that. Since the age of 14, Jermaine is no king. In other words, I'm not just going to do this to trash people so I can be on top. I want to do this because I'm good at it and I can sing things, rap things, and say things that aren't going to be so disgraceful to other people.
Strangers that don't got a clue what I've been aiming for since the age of 14. Jermaine is no king if that means I gotta dig up dirt and pay the whole team of algorithm bot niggas just to sway the whole thing on social media. Competing for your favorable memes to be considered best to live and rest. The weight of both things. I understand the thirst of being first that made them both swing, protecting legacies. So lines got crossed, perhaps regrettably. My friends went to war, I walked away with all they blood on me. Now some will discredit me, try wipe away my pedigree, but please find a nigga out that's rapping this incredibly. My dog texted me, I share the words he said to me. If you refuse to shoot the gun, don't mean the gun ain't deadly. I guess in that metaphor, hypothetically, the gun is me. I texted back like, guess a gun ain't what I'm trying to be, my nigga.
Oh.
They stripped me of my spot and now I'm finally free, my nigga. They say I'm picking sides, they don't you lie on me, my nigga. To start another war, hey Drake, you'll always be my nigga. I ain't ashamed to say you did a lot for me, my nigga.
This is really something. He breaks this whole thing down and even shares the words being said to him. I'll share the words he said to me. If you refuse to shoot the gun, don't mean the gun ain't deadly. Like, just because you refuse to shoot it, it don't mean the gun ain't deadly. Meaning, if you did, it would be deadly. You're still deadly. I guess in that metaphor, hypothetically, the gun is me. I text him back like, guess a gun ain't what I'm trying to be. They stripped me of my spot and now I'm finally free. See, that's the thing. Like, we're going to take over. We're on top. You're out. I'm finally free. I don't have to sit here and play the same game anymore. Just because I can doesn't mean I will or should. Remember that. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Just because you can tear somebody apart, just because you can gossip, just because you can make somebody feel horrible, just because you can call out somebody doesn't mean you always should or it's good. They say I'm picking sides. Don't you lie on me. Then start another war. Drake, you'll always be my... Yep. I didn't know he was close to Drake. I thought he was close with both of them. I thought he was like okay with both of them. I ain't ashamed to say you did a lot for me. He's being honest. Like, I so appreciate this.
Free, my nigga. They say I'm picking sides, they don't you lie on me, my nigga. To start another war, hey Drake, you'll always be my nigga. I ain't ashamed to say you did a lot for me, my nigga. Fuck all the narratives. Tapping back into your magic pen is what's imperative. Reminding these folks why we do it. It's not for beefing, it's for speaking our thoughts, pushing ourselves, reaching the charts, reaching your minds, deep in your heart, screaming I find emotions to touch, something inside to open you up, help you cope with the rough times and shit. I'm sending love cause we ain't prime and shit. My nigga.
So cool how he sings there. Like, what a great piece in this song. Just all of what he said we do this for. Just exactly what he said we do this for. Where is it? Here it is. Reminding these folks why we do it. It's not for beefing. It's for speaking our thoughts, pushing ourselves, reaching the charts, reaching our minds, deep in your heart, screaming to find, emotions to touch, something inside to open you up, help you cope with the tough time. This is, to me, the best part. Help you cope with the rough times. I'm sending love because we ain't promised a thing. We are not promised a thing. And he's just wanting love. He's wanting people to stay connected. It's okay. We do this because we're good at it, but we don't have to do this to destroy everybody else that's around us. Remember that.
I find emotions to touch, something inside to open you up, help you cope with the rough times and shit. I'm sending love cause we ain't prime and shit. My nigga, y'all niggas ain't stopping me. Yeah. Y'all niggas ain't stopping.
Nobody.
Y'all niggas ain't stopping me. 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 Y'all niggas ain't.
Remember this, y'all. Life is a series of choices over time, my wife says all the time. What that means is if you end up in a tough spot, you got to make one choice in a different direction to get to a better place. But you end up in a bad spot, it's not because of one choice. It's because of a series of choices over time. And if you make a series of choices in the right direction, you can end up in a good spot. J. Cole's describing that. I made a choice that day to back out of this, and I've made a series of choices since then to maintain my integrity, my humility, and my character, and still be one of the greatest rappers of all time. So I have done that and shown you we can all still love each other, even though we put out the songs we do and write the lyrics we do. But it's not about tearing each other apart and leaving a bunch of parts, body parts out in the yard. That's not going to work. Remember, it's not real therapy, just Tom breaking down lyrics. If you want help, check the links in the description. Leave us your comments. Let us know what you think about this. And never forget, mental health matters. See you on the next Reaction Therapy.